Happy New Year and welcome to the Woodshop Nerdery. Here in the Chicagoland area, we're getting hit with snow and sub-zero temperatures. The snow's coming down fast and it's supposed to accumulate several inches in just the next few hours. That means I had to pack up the shop so we could pull our cars into the garage. But while I'm snowed in for a day or two here at the tail end of the year, it seemed like a great time to look back on the Woodshop Nerdery in 2022. Before I get into the hardcore woodworking, let me cover some of the YouTube side of things in 2022 for the Woodshop Nerdery. This year, including this video, I released 42 videos on YouTube, all covering woodworking topics. I make these videos in my spare time and share them with the community. I receive no compensation of any kind for my effort. Apart from the woodworking time, each video takes between 3 and 5 hours of filming, editing, and posting. So if you're enjoying this video or have enjoyed any of my videos in the past, please click the subscribe button. If you're already a subscriber, please click the thumbs up button and take a second to leave a comment. It could be as simple as Happy New Year. Correct spelling optional. About half of those 42 videos covered a woodworking project or woodworking skill, and the other half covered a tool review or a tool investigation of some sort. With 169 thumbs ups, the most liked video was a tool investigation comparing my 1991 Shopsmith with my 2022 Shopsmith Mark VII. The video that received the most views and comments was the Shopsmith Mark VII unboxing video with 4,653 views and 101 comments. Leaving last week's Christmas broom holder project out of the running, the video with the least likes at 30 was a project video covering the shelves of the Stickley Highlands bookshelf build. But the least commented video is a two-way tie at 13 for both the 60-day twin screw vise review and the Shopsmith headstock heat video. And finally, the least viewed video at 380 views was the Beatles Let It Be album art cover build. The channel started out the year with 577 subscribers, and as of today has 1,519 subscribers, and it's growing every day. So a giant thank you to all you Woodshop Nerdery subscribers. I appreciate you very much. Now with all that silly YouTube business out of the way, let's talk woodworking. 2022 was a fantastic skill building year. And you tell me, is it controversial to say that woodworking is really about building new skill rather than buying new tools? After relying on dowel joinery for years, this year I completed 2 furniture project builds which used mortise and tenon joinery. The Stickley Highlands bookshelf and the Hoosier step stool are all mortise and tenon, no dowels. I'll continue to use dowel joinery in some cases, but for me it's enjoyable to experiment with new techniques. In late 2021, I replaced my 4 Waterstone sharpening system with a 3 diamond stone and a strop sharpening system based on Paul Sellers' videos. It took me some time to become as competent with my strop as I had been with my Waterstones, but now that I'm up to speed, wow, is it so much easier and less messy. So that means I actually keep my tools sharp and use them rather than letting them go dull, then avoiding them. And I finally got the knack of sharpening my card scraper. I had seen all the YouTube videos and I was following those instructions exactly, but I just couldn't get those little curls to come up. That is until I saw a short video by Jonathan Katz-Moses on Instagram in which he suggested that the biggest mistake most people make is pushing too hard on the burnisher. As it turns out, I was using too much pressure. Now that I sharpen the card scraper with the correct pressure, the scraper stays sharper longer, and I get those fine curls and excellent wood surface that I'm looking for. Cutting out projects with a scroll saw, or in my case, a jigsaw, was a new skill for me as well. I'm still learning and need to get better, but boy is it a lot of fun. If you've yet to enjoy a scroll saw project, I highly recommend it. Also earlier this year, I began learning some of the awesome things that wooden hand screw clamps can do. This knowledge has advanced my woodworking hobby, and I bet as long as I'm in that hobby, I'll be learning new things about these hand screw clamps. In addition to card scrapers and hand screw clamps, in 2022 I began reacquainting myself with bench planes and chisels. Frankly, I shied away from using those tools because sharpening on my Waterstones was so messy and time-consuming. By using that Paul Sellers sharpening method I mentioned earlier, I can sharpen quickly and often. So once again, it's become more practical and in some cases even more efficient to reach for those hand tools. The last skills topic I'll mention here relates to designing projects. I've been using a free open source software called Inkscape to create measured drawings for my woodworking projects. There are still new techniques I want to fold into my process, but I think I made a lot of progress in 2022. And Woodshop Nerdery viewers seem to agree. It's interesting to note that of the 11 videos in the Stickley Highlands Bookshelf Project Build playlist, the video with the most views was the Make Plans video, in which I covered creating the plans in Inkscape. I did want to spend more time building projects and developing skills, but I made 2 significant tool upgrades which took up more time than I had hoped. First, I purchased a new Shopsmith Mark 7 to replace my 30-plus-year-old Shopsmith Mark 5. It took some time to reorganize my shop, get the new Shopsmith set up, and convert my old Shopsmith into a shop deputy. There were also some quality issues with the Mark 7 that took a little extra time to sort out. Second, I made some major upgrades to my workbench, including installing a Veritas twin screw vise. As you can see, every tool in my shop has to be mobile. I push it all to the back of the garage so we can get the cars in. I also want something that's height adjustable so I can use it with my height adjustable Shopsmith system. So something that's mobile is height adjustable. Well, that doesn't leave me very many options. So this year I took some time to stabilize my workbench with a rigid base cabinet and quality casters. And honestly, I can't say enough good things about the Veritas twin screw vise. For me, it's been a huge game changer. So that's it for 2022. I'm already looking forward to 2023. I'm planning some nerdery tool and technique investigations, such as into Veritas's PM-V11 tool steel and the David Charlesworth ruler trick technique. But my next woodworking project will be a reproduction of a folding rope chair designed by Hans Wenger. The plans are well underway, but need a little more detail. This will be another video series covering designing and planning, sizing and shaping work pieces, assembly, and finishing. The project will challenge me to learn 2 new skills. 1, shaping custom hinges from brass, and 2, weaving Danish cord for the seat. Once again, I want to wish you all peace and prosperity in the new year, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.